It's about that time. So I've been playing this game for a while, and I just had some thoughts I needed to get off my chest. Starting off with this logo here. All these philosophical shapes and designs, the way that the contrast plays between the light and the dark, and this extra meaning of depth. I mean, look at the trees and the leaves on the trees, how it makes like the roots, how it's almost like upside down in some kind of paradigm shift. I mean, who has time to think about all these deep thoughts and, you know, theories that they put together for this logo? It's just a waste of time. It's too much detail. And look at this. Look at all these different characters, different sets, different weapon pieces, armors, skills, and don't get it confused. I know you see a bunch of hours here, but most of those hours are AFK. Trust me. I mean, I was, playing it for that long. I mean, yeah, I got to New Game Plus, but it's not because I wanted to. It just kind of happened, as I was trying to get through it. Because I was like, man, this game is so long. Why is it taking so long? I was playing for like 100 hours. I mean, I was AFK for most of it, but just saying, I was playing the game, and I mean, look at the attack animations and everything. It's just, they put so much time and detailing and all these other areas and aspects of the game that you gotta wonder, do they have anything better to do? Just look. Come on now, all these armor sets. Does anybody really need that much variety in one game? They even all have their backstories and almost adds personality to them. But who would appreciate those kind of details? Does anybody really want that much packed into one game, especially for $15? Come on now. Save that for the games that are $60. Shit, I mean, all kinds of rings and things that change up your play style, and it's just so much strategy and having to think about how you want to attack each objective, and man, and each boss is different. It's just, you have to learn their patterns and figure it out, and they're actually tough, so if you mess around and don't pay attention, you're gonna have to pay for it. And you got all these areas where you could go and discover and explore and find new things, and man, does anybody really have all the time it takes to do all that in one game? I mean, and look at that right there. That's just, look at that. All this armor, and I'm still getting destroyed out here. Man, does anybody really want challenge and difficulty in their games? It's crazy. It's almost like a waste of time. Putting all these details, all this verticality, the way all the paths work together. Look at that. Look at all the enemy variety we got in this one stage. Oh, man. It'll give you a headache having to learn all this stuff in this game. Man, look at it. I mean, the combat feels satisfying, and you could vary up your attack patterns, and one thing that works for one enemy may not work for another, and all that. You really want to learn all that? Man, I got to do with heavy armor that can heal himself. Just because I picked it, just because I felt like it. They give you the freedom to do those things. The game has, look at that, traps. Why would they take all their time putting in all these details? Man, I'm really gonna die out here. I mean, look at that. The game has parries and counters, and your dodge speed is determined by your armor weight. Oh man, it's just so much stuff. It'll just make you want to go to sleep because there's just so many things to learn. You know, let me just get out of here. It's another thing. It's pretty much zero loading time. I mean, what if you want to go make a sandwich while the game is loading? They're so inconsiderate to the gamer. Who really wants to have zero loading time when they're going between characters and levels and things like that? Such a big world with no loading screens? I mean, what if I want to take a break? Let me use this guy I put together here. No, man, look at this, a whole nother different looking area. All the lighting effects and atmosphere, and look at the details on the pillars and everything. It's like, man, it's like they're trying to hurt my eyes with all these details, huh? What's going on? Look at this. It's got like platforming that you gotta learn, and look at this. Look at all this. This is like old school great games. I mean, why would they want to replicate that kind of play style in their game? Why would they do that? They could have just took the lazy route. Why would they take time to put... Look at those invisible enemies. If I drink a potion, I could see them. The potion that they just dropped. It's just more useless details that people are going to miss anyways. I don't know why they put it in the game. Let me show you. Oh, look at that. I'm about to die. Yeah, the game has challenge. And does anybody really want challenge in their game anymore? Wouldn't you rather just play Minecraft where you build stuff for no reason? Isn't that the better route? I mean, a $15 game with this much value, it's almost sickening. Alright, get out of here. There you go. Take care of that guy. You know, I'm sick of this character too. Let me move on to the next one. Oh, you guys want to see something really ridiculous. So you see how all my characters got all these different builds and whatnot. And yeah, I unlocked New Game Plus on this guy. It's just like, game I had so many hours already. Who would want to keep playing a good game? I don't know what they were thinking about adding New Game Plus to this game. So, we'll go with this guy. Just to show the difference. Like this guy right here, you saw the other guy put light on his weapon. I got this guy, he has lightning on his. Because I got different creeds in the game that you pick. They're like factions. The factions give you different bonuses. So, not only do your character classes make up the variety, but you got creeds that actually affect the way you play as well. And they affect the ending of the game, so I don't know why they spent time putting that much detail in. But look at this mess here. Do you see this? Are you see? I know it looks bad already, but look at this. Are you kidding me? Look at all these choices. Does anybody have time to really go through and pick through all these options to make their characters different? Look at. Each one has a descriptive of what, you know, of a part of the story of the universe, and you can actually tie it together to how the narrative of how the world became the way it is, and you know, the meaning of salt and the significance of it, and basically the philosophical theory behind how they put this together. I mean, but who wants to think about all that deep stuff? Don't you want to just mindlessly spam your weapon? Nope, not in this game. That'll get you killed. You actually have to pick your attacks and think about the platforming and pick your spacing for your attacks, and you know, judge the weapon range and all this other stuff that, you know, people don't want to do that these days. Rather pay $60 for an on-rail shooter that you don't have to think twice about. That's the best thing to do these days. Yeah, look at it all dodging it. Look at it, just brutal. Brutal attack animations. It took all the time to code that stuff in there. Come on, man. Look, secret things that you find by unlocking different NPCs that teach you things. And you end up in all these varied environments. I mean, the world is massive. Just hours and hours of exploration. Who really wants to do all that? Look, I mean, just the enemy variety alone is ridiculous. Does anybody have time for all that? Come on. Look, come on now. Do you see that animation? That's crazy. I don't know what Scar Studios was thinking when they put this game together and took all the time to put in all these details and nuances with the gameplay and the level design. Come on now, Scar Studios. You know nobody's going to appreciate it. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on this. I mean, look at this, man. You could just literally explore in this game for hours and hours. Oh, the art style is charming, and you know, the world is actually interesting. It makes you want to come back and see more, and it just sucks up all your time, you know. Unless you got a bunch of hours to have fun in a video game, I don't really recommend this to you. Man, I mean, I think there's I fought like 20 bosses. It's just a ridiculous number. And they're actually rewarding because you get the materials from after you kill them, and then see, like, I can't go through this door because I didn't unlock the brand. I didn't find the NPC I need to get through the door yet. So I have to come back there later. It's like a Zelda-esque thing. And who would want their game to be like a classic like that? You know, that's terrible inspiration. It's not like Zelda was a great game, a classic game or anything, right? So yeah. Hey man. On a scale of 1 to 10, go buy it. You know, if you got time to play a great game and you don't mind wasting your day away exploring and finding interesting areas and looking at a beautiful art style and coming up with different varieties for your builds and classes, and learning all the different combat schemes, like how I can hold down the square button and it does a more powerful attack than if I just tap it. You know, all these different nuanced design choices that they made over there to put this game together. If you got time to play a game like that, I guess, whatever, go buy it, I guess. But I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts. And yeah, let me know what you guys think if you played it. Let me know if it sucked to you too. And if you haven't played it, what kind of games do you like to play? Minecraft? I mean, that's cool. Look at that, shooting stars in the background. Come on with the details. Come on now. All these details are starting to make my eyes hurt. They got little bottles like Souls games. I mean, who would want their game to be like a Souls game? It's not like those games are great, right? Anyway, appreciate y'all for watching as always. I guess hit the like button if you like it, or if you dislike the game like I do, hit the dislike button. I don't care. Subscribe if you want to see more stuff, because I'm going to be playing more time-sucking games like Dark Souls 3, Uncharted 4, Overwatch. Yeah, I'm going to play all those sucky games, so if you want to know more about them and hear my opinions, go ahead and subscribe. You'll get more. Alright. I'm gone.